Welcome to the latest edition of the Sports Cypher Unplugged, where we take sports talk radio from the studio to the streets, or in this case, the United Center, as the Chicago Bulls win their final exhibition home game of the season, 101-96 over the Charlotte Hornets. The Bulls are now 4-2 in this preseason, and with 2 more games left to play. Taking a look at some of the things going down tonight, Kurt Heinrich was the Bulls' leading scorer tonight, 26 points on 13 of 18 shooting. That includes 3-pointers as well. Heinrich giving the Bulls a much-needed spark of offense. Derrick Rose, second leading scorer at 17, and Paul Gasol with 15. Mike Dunleavy, Joakim Noah, and Jimmy Butler only combined for 13 points. Butler actually left in the first half with a thumb injury. Not sure how serious, but we hope to get more for you on that as we go on here with this latest edition of the Sports Cypher Unplugged. But altogether, the Bulls put together a pretty nice effort. Aaron Brooks had 13 points off the bench, did a pretty good job with that as well. In 15 minutes of play, he shot 6 of 14 and made all 3 of his free throws, so he had a pretty good night as well. Defensive side, he had a couple of steals, he had a couple of assists, so Aaron Brooks giving the Bulls a spark off the bench as well. As for the Hornets, all 5 of their starters scored in double figures. Kemba Walker, Lance Stevenson, Al Jefferson, Marvin Williams, and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. They all scored in double figures, with Al Jefferson having 12 points and 8 rebounds, and Marvin Williams at 12 points and 9 rebounds. So the Hornets did put up a fight. The Bulls did have a 6-point lead at halftime and saw the Hornets chip away at it. And they kept at it until finally the Bulls pulled away in the fourth quarter. So the Bulls walk away with a 101-96 victory here as they finish the home portion of their preseason schedule. They have 2 more games left. And now we await the press conference of Bulls head coach Tom Thibodeau, who will give us the latest and give us his insight to the game and also tell us what's going on with Jimmy Butler if he has any information on that. And let's go to Coach Thibodeau now.
More like it from Derek and having a chance to see him in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. You know, thought he played well throughout. Kirk obviously played great. Powell played very well. So I think we're moving in the right direction. They're good. They're hard to guard. I thought Mike Dunleavy played a terrific game as well, even though his stats don't reflect it in terms of shooting, but the rebounding and his defense was very good. And Aaron gave us a big spark off the bench as well. Taj was good with the rebounding.
Do you, when you put Derek back in there, I mean, obviously there's been so much made of the 21-minute mark and the minutes with him. Did you, with 7 and change left, did you say we're just going to let this ride the whole way, or was it kind of just a feel and go? Or?
Just the way he was going. He looked comfortable out there. So, we wanted to build up, and we feel he's doing that. He's practicing great right now, So it's good.
Do you anticipate similar minutes for him?
We'll see.
Tom, what's the latest with that?
Yeah, it's a sprain, so they'll know more tomorrow. So we'll see tomorrow.
Do you anticipate that he'll play tomorrow? Or?
I don't know yet. T-Knock basically told me it's day-to-day right now until they can re-examine him tomorrow, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, you see how Gabe.
Pardon? I don't know. Yeah, he's going to see the doctor after the game, and I don't know if they'll do that. I guess he has some swelling, but whatever the doctor says, they'll do.
We have to see Taj Powell get significant minutes with both Joe and.
Yeah, it's good. Because you get more information, and I like the way it worked out. It's good. We had a lot of guys tonight, and when Jimmy went out, it sort of opened it up more for Kirk, so that was a positive. And then Kirk can play, the 1 and the 2, and they got some tough matchups. Stevenson is a lot different than Neal, and they're both terrific players, so it puts a lot of pressure on you.
Is it possible to see in the preseason what you need to see concrete on your combinations of rotation, or how far do you have to go into with this many new, 6 new guys sort of in it?
Yeah, well, that's the challenge that we face is, and the only way you can know is by them playing, and especially with Derek, the only way he's going to shake the rust off is to play. So we got to get him out there, and then the players have to, they have to get used to playing with him, and then, he has to get used to playing with them, and that's how you build the chemistry of the team. But the good thing, there's always, when someone's not playing, it is an opportunity for somebody else. So you learn more about those guys, and it gives them a chance to also grow. So that's been good. Nico's played more, Doug has played more. So all that stuff is, you're going to need everybody. And, I think the overall, development of your team, you do that every day, but we need everyone to put everything they have into each and every day. You can't skip over that.
Derek seemed like he was looking for a shot, maybe more on the floor, just trying to, you like that? I thought a good spot.
Yeah, I want him to be aggressive. I think, running the team is important, and also being aggressive and finding that balance is, in the fourth quarter, it's coming down to the intensity is different, the defense is different. You have to look at the strengths and weaknesses of the team, understand how they're defending you, what you can take advantage of, what the openings are, who are they rotating to, how far off are they, and then you want to make them pay. Usually, for a player like that, there's going to be, anytime you put two on him, there's somebody who's open, and he's got to have the ability to read that and make that decision quickly. And so, and I think that comes back by being out there.
Tom, it's obviously still preseason, but in some ways, are you curious to get the chance to see this Cavaliers team in person tomorrow?
I like to see all 29 teams in person. So, they're the next one, so I am very curious. But they're a terrific team. We know that, and for us, we have to keep our focus on getting ourselves ready and, building and improving and being sharp. And, I think if you're doing the right things and you're putting the right type of effort and concentration into it, the results will take care of themselves, but we got to make sure we're doing that.
Have you watched the Cavaliers at all?
I have.
What do you think of their new look?
They got a lot of weapons, and you're going to have to, even before everything was done, like they had some very promising, or they have some very promising young players. And, I had a chance to coach Kyrie this summer, and I've been around Dion, and I know how talented they are. And so, you add LeBron into it along with, all the other guys. Verjav's been a good player for a long time. Tristan Thompson has gotten better every year in the league. Sean Marion is, he's been around forever and has been a terrific player for a long time. They got size up front. Haywood's been around. So, we know how good they are.
And that was the post-game press conference featuring Bulls head coach Tom Thibodeau giving us his thoughts on the Bulls' 101-96 preseason victory over the Charlotte Hornets. And I'm Gabe Salgado, and stay tuned. The Sports Cypher Unplugged is just getting started.